Following the 2 days that Jesus and his disciples spent in the city of Sychar in Samaria, they continued their journey northward from Jerusalem to Galilee. In Sychar, there had been that tremendous confession of faith that Jesus is indeed the Christ, the Anointed One, and the Savior of the world. What exactly is the strategy of Jesus for becoming or being the Savior of the world? You know, it seems to me if I was a part of one of the disciples and I might give them the advice, Jesus never spent time with a small group or one individual. The world's a big place and you're the Savior of the world. So spend only your time with maybe 1,000 or more people kind of thing. And yet the Lord did just the opposite of that. It seems like his strategy was to spend time with individuals and with small groups. That's what he did. So here in John chapter 3, 4, and 5, Jesus spent time with and ministered to individuals, 4 different ones that we're looking at. And that's before chapter 6, where he speaks to the multitude. So it seems like the strategy of Jesus to be the Savior of the world was to focus on, have compassion on, and change the trajectory of the lives of one individual after another. So now he's come to Cana on his trip northward, and he's on his way to Capernaum, and there's a story here, a remote healing that takes place. And let's take a look at this story here. So John chapter 4, verses 46 to 54. So Jesus came again to Cana in Galilee, where he had made the water wine. And there was a certain nobleman, a royal official, whose son was sick at Capernaum. When he heard that Jesus had come into Judea, out of Judea into Galilee, he went to him and implored him to come down and heal his son, for he was at the point of death. Then Jesus said to him, "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will by no means believe." The nobleman said to him, "Sir, come down before my child dies." Jesus said to him, "Go your way, your son lives." So the man believed the word that Jesus spoke to him, and he went his way. As he was now going down, his servants met him and told him, saying, "Your son lives." Then he inquired of them the hour when he got better, and they said to him, "Yesterday, at the 7th hour, the fever left him." So the father knew that it was at the same hour in which Jesus said to him, "Your son lives." And he himself believed, and his whole household. This again is a second sign Jesus did when he had come out of Judea into Galilee. So this royal official was stationed in Capernaum, where Jesus lived, but Jesus had not arrived there yet. So he was desperate for the Lord to heal his son, and kind of went in his direction, found him in the city of Cana, and asked him to take care of his son, to heal his son. Now, I don't know why the Lord said to him what he did. "Unless you people see signs and wonders, you will by no means believe." I don't know exactly why he said that, but it's interesting because faith really became a part of this story, where Jesus just said to him, after he says, "Lord, come down before my son dies," he says, "Go your way, your son lives." And the record here is that he believed what Jesus said. So somewhere in there was this thing taking place where the man put his faith in the words of Christ, and he just left, I think, with an assurance that by the time he got home, he would know that his son had lived. Well, before he got there, the servants were following him, saying when it was that his son was healed, and he knew that was the same hour that Jesus said that his son would live. The record says here that he believed in his whole house. So again, here's a story where one conversation with this royal official that led to this remote healing of his son had an impact on this entire family, this entire household, which would have included more than just his nuclear family. So what started with one person then comes to a group. And again, the value that Jesus places on one individual is remarkable.